I used to do a little bit of virtual reality development. That didn't go so well. This little bird here is actually something I worked on a lot in the game that I could actually use for another project. A lot of this game was actually programming because it was weird trying to make the bird flight natural with your head and everything, and I thought it worked pretty good actually. But if you don't know the story, basically Oculus Rift, when they first had their original development kit, the Kickstarter one, they were giving people free samples of Unity 4 to use with it. So you get a dev kit, you get Unity 4. So naturally, a lot of people started using Unity 4 to work with it. I used Unity 4 myself. They give you like a 3-month trial. I had people would donate me their 3-month trials because they weren't actually using it to develop. Eventually, I got a subscription for it for like a year. I was working on this game constantly. And then Oculus, like right before Facebook, whatever, but right before they decided to sell the consumer version, they said Unity 4 is not supported. You have to use Unity 5. It destroyed my game. Like Unity 4 to Unity 5, like the bird was still intact. That was about it. um, so yeah, basically that was that. Yeah, it was really bad too because the whole time while developing for Oculus, they were changing. Obviously, there was, this is brand new. They had to change some things, but the way they changed things really totally screwed your development like multiple times. Like originally, they had their own Delta time type system to use instead of the built-in one, and then if you built your whole game around that, and then they decide they're going to drop that, and now you have to use the built-in one, and then it was just like, okay, everything has to change again. And that happened like 3 times during the development cycle, and then right at the end they were just like, fuck you ain't releasing it at all. I mean, that's what it felt like to me. I'm not trying to say that they were personally targeting me, but it sure felt like they were trying to hamper my development efforts. That's how it feels when somebody keeps changing things on you and it keeps breaking things on you, and then at the last minute they change everything on you. I mean, how else are you supposed to feel about that? Alrighty, this here is my crappy game. It says my chaperone here. I probably don't even see that anyway. So, the Being a Bird game had a whole complicated opening menu, and it had like neck stretches and stuff, which was actually important for that game because in order to do it right, you'd have to be doing crazy stuff with your neck. So this game, I decided you just drop the player in front of a table. I like this style. I mean, I think it's less video gamey, but it's more VR-y. So here you got just a little thing. You can pick it up. I was thinking about having like a laptop with an option where it would show your pickup area, so like you would be very clear to see where you're going to be picking it up from. I feel like with the Vive controllers, especially, it's very intuitive. I never got the chance to check out any other controllers. I had some people test it for me, and then with the Oculus stuff, and they said that it worked good. Basically, you can pick it up. Welcome to blah 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 blah. Win the game, you must find the front door key. If for some reason something falls out of the game world, it will fall onto this table. That's just kind of like a quick bug fix I have. See, the thing with VR is you have a lot of freedom. So, you can decide to do something like take this and drop it through the floor. And if you do that, it's going to show up right here, which is actually practical. Sometimes, God forbid you had like a key item and it fell somewhere and you're like, where the hell is it? It's a good chance it's back on this table. Please turn on left hand, right hand control for getting started. Alright, we already got that. Put your controllers on the floor if they are. Alright, so yeah, that's the thing. If your floor's not set up. See, it's funny. I haven't set up my VR stuff in ages, and it's still perfect. I love these lighthouses. Yeah, it looks like they're sitting on the carpet, right? And they are sitting on the carpet in real world. If it wasn't like that, if they were above it or if they were down below it, it'd mean your floor wasn't set up right. And that's not something you can really do
from within the game to fix. I guess you maybe could work around it, but they're, it's hacky. Really, the player has to have their shit set up right for it to work right. It's been a while since I've checked this out, honestly. I don't even remember everything about it. This is the house here. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, like I used some people's music. Here's the stereo instructions, select track. So that's funny. To open books, it was kind of a whole thing. So when you activate items, your shit turns green. So if you're holding a book and you click on it, it's gonna. Well, I don't know why it did that. And I'm punching stuff in my room now. I don't know why I had all that extra momentum behind it. That was probably something I could have fixed. But it is kind of weird how that works, I will admit. But honestly, I could not find a better way to make that work. Oh, that's fun. There's bugs. Keep smacking my head on something. Alright, maybe I should be in my fucking chaperone. The problem is my chaperone area has a table in the middle of it right now, so it's not really useful. Let's see here. Get some credits. There's actually a little trick with this credits book here. Kind of tricky. Okay, I think I will go through this whole game because nobody's playing it, and I'm thinking it's cool. Maybe as a YouTube thing, if you want to know how I did something in Unity that I did in this game, I kind of want to know too, because it's been forever since I did it. I probably have forgotten it by now. So if there's anything you want to see how I did it, maybe I can make YouTube videos explaining certain things. Because if somebody is like, "Oh, show me how you did those blinds," I probably would make a video on that because it's cool. It took like 2 days to make these for me, honestly. I'm not the greatest, but originally it was supposed to be like, you can play with the blinds, but again, the player has so much freedom. It was so hard to make it bug-free that way. But it is a bunch of little slats, and they all line up right, and they all animate down right, and animate back up right, so it's cool. And if the player goes nuts on it and clicks on it like a billion times, bug test style, it should basically still work, which is good. Here's a huge spoiler. I love this. There's some dishes. I really should have cleaned out my fucking area first. Let me get this shit out of my way. Yeah, you can take the pillow cushions off the couch, and there's clues hidden underneath there. And I thought that was cool. I wanted you to be able to just like trash this house while looking for stuff, because I feel like that's fun in itself, right? You can't pick up everything, but usually you can like flip everything with something. So you can really have fun. Yeah, like you could go in the kitchen, you could open this up, and you could like go set the table for grandma. And you can be like, fuck you. I don't know. I thought it would be cool too, like maybe even like for like nursing homes or like places where people, I don't know, you can like virtually kind of be in a kitchen, which is neat. Or like if you live in like abject poverty in like somewhere, you can be like, oh, this is what it's like to live in a suburban American dream house. I don't know. I just thought I would make it a big house kind of thing. In order to prevent players from cheating, I just, oh, that's not supposed to be populated. I know you can't go in here. I thought I made it so all the stuff disappeared, but I guess I didn't do that everywhere. So, yeah, got some public, some music in here. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. The purple book has all the music credits in it, which I think I've buried now. Oh no, there it is. So I use these 4 tracks. I guess this is Between Worlds. Some of them are cool. I mean, they're all cool. And then, yeah, the credits is filled with like 3D models that I didn't make because I did not have the time to make all these 3D models. I did make a bunch of them, but like that receiver over there, I did not make that, nor those speakers. Huh. That was an unnatural flight, but it landed. It's funny because what happened was it was closing itself while I threw it, so it had no gravity until it. That was kind of neat, actually. Everything was supposed to have plugs, which was going to be cool, but the OB rope plugin I was going to use, it did not work good for. It was just a mess. Like if you walk around with something with a plug, like the plug would just wind up suspended in midair everywhere. And I looked into it for a while. I couldn't figure out how to get it bug free. I think just for my purposes, it was not going to do it. But yeah, this is kind of like your first clue. I should mention over here is this thing. This is the hint box. If you want to get hints, read the books in the box. After opening the box, you were able to. Basically, it's saying that this is a hint box. This key is for nothing other than this box, and don't use the key on the box unless you want hints. Alright, now we have this neat thing. Next book available when time reaches 0. So you can't grab any of these books, but you can grab book 1. So after 5 minutes, you can grab book 2, and then actually it won't even let you grab the next book until I don't think the timer automatically goes. Like I think you'd have to come grab 2 before it'll start the timer for 3. I think that's how it works. I can't remember. Maybe it just keeps going. So I have it like the easier hint here, the harder, the more gonna tell you everything over here. So there are 4 pictures on the wall. If you just read that, I'd be like, oh, just look at the pictures. 4 pictures of the wall, strange artwork made from trash and debris. That's what that is. It's fucking cool, actually. This no longer exists. This was out near Oakland, California. It was a pretty amazing place, and they demolished it, of course. But I figured I would commemorate it a little bit here. So like this picture with the cow, he doesn't have nothing. This picture here with all this crazy stuff though, it does have something. Alright, and then there's more. There's one up here, there's 2 up here actually, there's one. And there's the trash dragon there. Alright, so how'd that pattern go? Red, green, purple, yellow. 3, 5, 8, 2. And there's 2. Oh, this needs a key, I think. This needs a key. Just needs a key, but oh no, it doesn't need a key, but I think it's not this. 3, 5, 8, 2. Doesn't work. Upstairs we go. 3, 5, 8, 2. Goodness. And we can open the bathroom. Alright. It's cool, the reflection, the way the reflections work is really actually kind of neat. The only things that are being drawn in this particular mirror are like specific things, like this toothbrush. If I went and grabbed like a picture off the wall, and I came in here, it's going to be a vampire picture. Because basically to save the this can be a huge huge performance drop because it has to redraw like everything, and my scene's already bordering with a lot of different objects and physics and stuff that like you have to specifically limit the what's going to be drawn in these mirrors to make it work. I mean, the toothbrush works, which is fun. Like the video there. And then, yeah, this is the real reason why you want to get in here. It's the lighter here. So there's something else in this bathroom too later, but I need the lighter first. Like I said, this is like kind of a walkthrough, but like if you want to know how I did any of this and I want to know how I did any of it, I will figure that out and make a video out of it. There's a key hiding behind the Mingus Do. And this key I know is actually for this door. And if it was for a different door, it wouldn't do the little animation thing, so. There's a trash can. And it's what appears to be a hot water heater in the off position. Alright, and if you look at the shelf over here, this is because it's public domain book or something, Dogs of the World. It's kind of hard to read. Oh, look at the pup. I highly recommend getting old school public domain books and putting them in your games because that's awesome, I think. Alright, so this is the Virtual Handyman's Guide. It's funny because a lot of this information is just literally about water heaters, and it actually talks about an ignition button that this water heater does not have. You have to use a lighter for it, which it mentions that too. So we grab our lighter. The way this lighter works, it doesn't actually activate anywhere until you get it to where it's supposed to activate. See that? I like that. I like how that works. It's a little less confusing, I think, that way. Because, I mean, you're already dealing with grabbing and activating. How do you activate the lighter while you're holding it? Like, nah, I didn't do that. I wish I could do something similar with the book. Maybe, like, you put it up to here and it opens, but that's pretty unintuitive. But, yeah, basically, you want to put it to pilot. It's kind of like real life. You're going to hold this button in. You're going to hit that. And then you're going to let go of that, and you're going to switch it to on. And now it's on. In real life, you probably have to hold that in longer and wait for things, but I didn't want to go that deep. That would be really perplexity. It's cool how the lighting works in real time like that off those. The Unity engine is pretty cool. Alright, so now that water heater's on, actually, the main thing that does is when you turn this on, it's all, that effect could look nicer. Makes it steamy, and it actually gives you this other code on the window here, 7437. Looks cool. Kind of has a foggy look to it. Alright, so 7437. I'm gonna change up this track. Is that not the right button? Seven, 4, 3, 7. Alright, gets us into the garage. Once you get in the garage, you have like the bicycle here, which is like the destruction tool. You can kind of just like go like this. You know, it doesn't have any physics. You can pretend like you're riding around the house. Just like this thing smashes everything. Well, I mean, it's not really like a bike. It's just kind of like fun to like pretend like it's a bike. I don't know. That's not really a thing. It's just kind of like whatever you want in VR, really. That's why like there's so much freedom in VR that programming for VR is interesting. This is some Home Depot customer's lawnmower that I 3D did the photogrammetry, took a bunch of pictures of all around it. Works pretty good. It's amazing. I had to actually add that handle. Obviously, it's not the not the real handle, but did a good job for the most part. And it's not like a super hefty model. I mean, if you get down close to it, you can see it looks like crap, but it's like there's the real Toro label, which is kind of neat. Got a beach ball if you want. The main thing in here is this compressor, which is supposed to have at least a power cord coming off of it, but you don't really know what to do. You go in the garage and it's kind of like perplexity, because it's like, what the hell am I doing? That didn't get me anything. It really doesn't. It gives you that piece of another puzzle, which is inside this room. I can't remember how we get inside this room right now. There's a key somewhere that we don't have. I think it has something to do with these guys. See, if you look over here, there's a picture of this shelf on the wall. It's like, what the hell is that about? Oh, right. And the tiles. We got the blue plane. I wish I didn't flip that table. No, I can't flip it back. I guess I can flip it back. Go. Alright. Alright, you got one tile, two tile. Oh god, it really has been a while. It's kind of neat. I think this last one is down in here. I really make you search around for shit. I mean, most shit, it would be really annoying if it was like nothing worked and there was a million options and like one thing worked, but like almost everything works, which is cool. I even put a little surprise in here for somebody if they were looking up in this cabinet. Little physics puzzle. It's just a can of soda with these boxes sitting on top of it. Literally, when the door opens, the physics just take place and the boxes fall out. It's pretty fucking awesome. Alright, 4 tiles. Is that what I need? I think there's 6 tiles, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6. Here's a tile. Where's tile number 6 at? It'll be the yellow one. It's probably in the kitchen. You see the physics? You're like, oh my god, it's so cool. God. The physics of the freaking plates falling over, like that happens in my dishwasher. There's a battery. There we go. So, bunch of colored tiles and these things with the colors. So basically, orange squirrel. Orange squirrel. What we got here? A frying pan, actually. It's just literally like any of these frying pans, which might be confusing to people because they might be like, which frying pan do I use? It's just like literally just pick a frying pan and put it on there. But, you know, that might not be obvious. Which, it is called perplexity. I mean, when people want the stuff to jump out and bite them in the face, it's not gonna happen. That's what the clue box is for. You know, if it's pissing you off, you can always check out the clue box. Alright, what else is next? This guy definitely had a color. Yellow alligator. Alright, so this shelf is done. We need purple and red, I didn't do. This shelf is done. Purple and red. Car and a mug. I think that's the same thing, just like any mug. There's a mug. Where the heck is that car at? I thought the car was over here. I hope. I'm confused. I thought the car was... Where the hell is the car? I think I moved it up here, actually. There it is. I wanted to make the bathroom a little more useful. It's like, oh, you gotta get in the bathroom to finish this puzzle. I think it's this music too. This music kind of gets me a little... I don't know, this is a good track. There's one track in here that's like a little too hype. I guess that's not the right button. This is not the two hypes channel, but I'll leave this on for a little bit. Alright, Camaro. And like magic, a little panel opens up. Got ourselves a key. Goes in the door, does a little animation. Boom, bathroom. And you can see the whole kitchen is omitted from the reflection there. That was by design. Because, I mean, even now the frame rate's dropping every time I look in this damn mirror. Alright, so there's this weird pipe in the corner here. And that's basically like, you come in the bathroom and it's like, man, I got that key and it didn't get me anything. But you can go to the bathroom now and there's a weird pipe over there, and that weird pipe is actually for this guy. You were initially supposed to have to like do more than just drop it there, but whatever works. Turn on the compressor. Like, what the hell did that do? Oh, it lifted this freaking mirror up. Oh, what the hell happened with that? That's just a problem with that not being on the surface. Alright, so we got yet another key. This key is not the front door key. This key is this door key. I'm gonna check out the clue. I'm gonna check out the clue box just to see if it's opening up more clues for us or what. Oh yeah, see we're on book 4 now. We can grab all these. Can't grab 5 or 6. I think we already figured out. Yeah, it's all about the water heater. It's all about the tiles in the picture. Oh yeah, the tiles. I don't know. It's about the tile thing. This is about the air compressor. And it's cool. Book 5 is just available, but I don't think we really want to look at book 5 just yet. I think the first clue is interesting. Everything needed to solve the switchbox puzzles in the upstairs bedroom you unlock with the key from the air compressor puzzle. That is a nice, I like that kind of clue, because it's just like, alright, you can stop reading there. Everything you need to know is up there, and then you don't have to bother looking everywhere else. Alright, and then the puzzle you have to solve in this room is this puzzle here, which is, I like this thing. I think it's pretty neat. It's just 0 through 7 there, and then a bunch of like on-off dialogue, like little things. And like lights up to give you like context which one you're going to be pushing. Here's another bathroom that is the first unlocked bathroom in this house. And there's a book out there. Can't just reach out and get it. You can go down to the garage. That's what that is. There's some books up in here. These books are really just like red herring kind of things. Some neat old public domain book about some history, probably. Book of puzzles. That's kind of neat. Bunch of old puzzle type things. Alrighty. Fresh linens. I forget if there's anything in this drawer. Actually, I know for a fact there's some chips in this drawer. And then underneath this lamp here is a key, which is kind of funny because there's a lock right there. And you might look all over the place for this key, but it's like right there underneath the lamp. That allows you to get that book that's outside. Once you unlock it, you can open it. It's the first openable window in the game. And here's a little birdie. Oh, birdie. This is the bird from Being a Bird. Ah, birdie. He's not really doing much at the moment, but he has lots of animations. I don't know what happens if I throw this out the window. I think it actually does show up on the table again, but I'm not trying to bug test right now. The other book, it's just nothing. Alright, so I think the main thing is... Oh, right. Here's something tricky. Something really tricky. That's the whole reason why them things are operatable, really. So you got DME5 on there. And this book definitely will show up on the table if it's lost, since out here is an easy way to lose something. Alright, there it is. It's all talking about how do ones and zeros become everything digital. It's like all talking about digital, but it's got this whole key over here, which is very, it's a key. It's just regular binary data, but nobody's got that memorized in their brain. So if you read that DME5, then D is the first letter, and it's 8 bits. So yeah, some of you could think, oh, first letter, second letter. There's not 7 letters. There's 4 letters, and there's 8 bits, 0 through 7. So you got to figure that out a little. Obviously, if you're a computer whiz, you'll figure that out quicker. D. A lot of these have the same beginning. E0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 5 is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Beep. Everything turns green. Door opens. I'm gonna change the track up to the last track. I think that's the track I think is a little anxiety inducing. Nah, it's good though. It's good music. I keep hitting the wrong freaking button. There you go. I mean, this is by far the coolest track, I think, but it's just a little bit like heavier than this game probably needs. Alright, so this is the final room in here. It's quite a weird room. There's a bunch of crap, and there's a bunch of crap. And here's something really tricky. I wasn't sure if I should do this or not. Those batteries. I'm gonna need the batteries. The credits in this drawer, but it's not just the credits. There's a clue in there you need. All right, it's 1432. All right, one battery's in there. Put two of these in here just in case you lose one. It's just so tiny. Alright, so we're missing this piece and a couple batteries. What a mess. I love it. There's a battery. I think, I thought I looked through here. Yeah, see, this is the DC to DC 4.5 to 9 volt converter here. You can still use the teleporter while you're holding stuff, which I like. At least with the Vive controllers, that's how they work. So DC battery. These batteries are one thing, and suck that one right in. I've had bug tested it for a while. It works well enough, but sometimes you try to put the battery in there, it doesn't stick in right away. I think I remember where the last one is in the dishwasher, clothes washer, and it's kind of in a funny way in here because this it's not in there. I could have swore I put it in there. Is it on the damn kitchen? No, I moved. That's the thing, is I moved stuff at the last second. So like in my mind, I remember locations that are not the right locations anymore. Oh, where's this last battery at? Let's see here. Maybe it's a little too perplexity. Alright. Pretty sure I found the batteries that were here. I wouldn't have put anything up in the top drawers because I understand that some people are not tall enough to reach them too good. Close already? That must be a bug because both my hands were on it. I wanted to do this hand, not that hand. I should have. That's not good. Yeah, where the heck is that battery? I could have swore it was in the washing machine. Don't see it in there though. Unless there's some kind of bug happening here. Nah. Bug check. Yeah, I definitely don't see the battery. And if it fell through the floor, it should have wound up in the other room there. Toolbox doesn't open up. I gotta change this music before it like makes me nervous. Some nice chill music. Alright. That dang battery, I don't know where the hell it is. Man, this is not fun. I don't want to have to look for batteries in virtual worlds. check the freezer. These don't open. Huh, what the heck did I do with that fucking last battery? It's probably upstairs somewhere. Behind the toilet paper. Alright. See, it didn't stick in like it's supposed to. Oh, God, I thought that was fixed. You serious? There we go. That's the kind of bug that could keep a player like confused, but at least it seems like it's always the third one, which by then it's like, it's supposed to be going in there. Nobody ever played this damn game anyway, so who cares? And here's this guy. Alright, so I call it a perplexity because it's supposed to be hard to figure out puzzles, right? And it's not. It's like there's an opening in this, and it's like a path, and there's a key over here in the middle of the path. So it's like, how do you get that key? You can't possibly just go in and grab it, and it won't let you grab it. You gotta put the bird here, which you put the bird to see it opens the door up. So okay, the door's open, must be, and you can't actually grab it now. Alright, so we got that stuff in there. This is supposed to come on, I thought, but I guess it is on. 1432. 1430. Damn it. You hit that button. Oh, geez, the bird flew away. He drops the key for you. Thank you, birdie. Maybe it's not the best animation. He kind of just flies off right away, but whatever. And this is the end of the game, pretty much. Take this down to the front door. And this is cool, actually. When you open the door, the little bird flies down and lands there. Congratulations, you've cleared all the perplexity. Thanks for playing. The black steam will your home, plus escape, exit, full screen. Alright, so that's the end. It's kind of neat. Once you finish the game, it'll actually allow you to walk around into outside, and you could do like creeper simulator, looking in people's windows or something. Or there's really not a whole lot to do out here, but I don't know, in case you're interested or bored or just wanted to take a look, whatever, kind of just put that in as a feature. It's the house in the middle of nowhere here. Put just a block in there since it's incomplete to make it look like windows, but it's just really just a block inside the transparent front. I think this is the same way. Yeah. Lovely. Alright, that's about it. Peace.